Welcome back, everybody, to the Traders Up North channel. If you didn't notice, there was no video for a while. We recorded it, got it all ready, and it never uploaded. So there's that. Um, I could say I'm wearing the same fit again that I had on in the last video, and that's because it never made it to the internet. Nobody got to see the sauce. That's okay. Now I kind of feel like a jackass in my Buckeye sweater, but it's all right. We'll live through it. Um,
Represent. If that's your team,
there's
represent.
definitely,
Stand on
there's
it.
definitely
Hold
been
it down,
people.
Damien.
There's definitely people that have been through worse. So it just hurts the Buckeye heart, you know what I'm saying? It's not we're just gonna dive straight into that. I know every fan's disappointed. I know a lot of former players are disappointed. Everything I see on Twitter is disappointment. The only thing I saw on the internet that I do not agree with is they want Jim Knowles fired. And I feel like it's very unacceptable. Because regardless of us not scoring, the defense still held Mizzou. If our
Well,
offense
until
could have
what, the fourth quarter?
yeah. And
Yeah,
what did that game end at?
14-3.
Okay, so like exactly, the defense did
Yeah.
their job. If the offense could have been an offense, they would have won the game.
Yeah, so they was talking about firing the DC.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
outlandish because the only reason we were even contenders this year was because of them.
Yeah. Let's not fire that guy.
That guy knows what he's doing.
Okay, this is what I was thinking about when I was watching the game, bro. It was getting kind of hard to watch,
Yeah,
and it
it
was
was.
getting hard because first of all, Kyle McCord obviously is in Syracuse. You know what I mean? He doing his thing. Devin Brown came in. He got hurt in the first quarter. Tried to come back in the second. Was out
That was
indefinitely
my
in the
worst
second.
nightmare. I knew it, dude. I knew it.
After that, nigga, the offense was hard to watch. I'm
I
like,
don't. Yeah, I
bro,
don't know
this
why.
kid back here is scared, getting
Didn't
pressured
didn't it
on. I'm
seem
like,
like
oh
after
man.
Devin like was confirmed out, didn't it seem like they just quit trying? Like they didn't even try to block for the kid, bro. Like that was a true freshman, never played a game in his life, and they let that shit happen to him.
Yeah, he got rocked like the first
I'll
couple of
I'll be
plays.
I'll be damned if he stays. I wouldn't be surprised if he's like those guys don't like me. They don't give a fuck about my health.
Hell no.
Those guys are out to get me.
Like and like
Man.
here's another thing, right? Like what do our new commits think? What do our 5-star commits think about what
That
just
were
happened?
fucking garbage. They committed to the wrong
Do they
school.
still have a
No,
chance
they're
to
thinking
leave?
we need a QB.
Yeah, and they're hoping that's Aaron Nolan because right now I don't think any Buckeye fans really know who's gonna
Mm-mm.
step up in that pocket. Because now, dude, I don't fucking know. I thought it was Devin. Then I was like, okay, Lincoln, let me see some like miracle work. I didn't see no miracle work.
See
Good.
any miracle work. Well, they were talking about the quarterback from Kent State transferring to Ohio State.
What's his name?
I couldn't even tell you. I
Word
just
up.
seen
Kent
that.
Word up
State?
to that
Okay.
because I don't know either.
We're
I
gonna have to
did
look that up.
I did hear this from an Instagram clip on like a Buckeye podcast, like with an insider person. Apparently, Cam Ward, right? That was his name. That was the dude that everyone
Yeah.
was talking. Okay, so apparently he went up to Ohio State and wanted multi-million dollars, and they laughed at him, and he walked away. I don't know
I
how
mean,
true that
he's going
part
to the
is.
draft now.
Do you think it's because we turned him down and they laughed at him? So he's like,
If
"Fuck
that's
them. I guess I'll just go to the NFL then."
if that's true, probably. But I mean, there's so many good quarterbacks going to the draft. It doesn't even really matter.
Can I ask a question real quick on a Ohio State quarterback topic?
What you got?
The Bears should keep Justin Fields, correct?
Absolutely.
There's no reason that any of those quarterbacks are gonna perform better. Okay, I just wanted to get, dude. I be seeing that on the internet, and I just be getting mad.
Well, I'm a Justin Fields guy. I like Justin Fields. I didn't like when the Bears picked him up because I wish the Lions would have picked him up low key. But stuff ended up in a different direction, and we can talk about the Lions here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm a Justin Fields guy. I hope they don't let him go. You know, they've put a couple of years of work into this guy, right?
Oh yeah.
I feel like if the Bears focused on building the offense around Justin, they'd be a playoff ready team. Almost that first year of those adjustments, they'd be close. Because like, look at the Texans, right? The Texans were trash, absolutely trash.
Yeah.
They let Stroud come in. They worked around Stroud. The offense kind of plays around Stroud. They're damn near a playoff team.
Yeah,
If he
yeah,
didn't
and
get
I like
injured,
that you point that out with CJ Stroud because man, Justin Fields is a hell of an athlete. If we can really get this guy locked in and comfortable in the system that he's in, all right, yeah, let's let
if
him
they
work
can get
now.
yeah, if
You
they can
know,
get someone to run the ball so he doesn't have to. And if they can
man,
get some
Yeah,
people to catch
literally.
if they can get people to catch it consistently, dude, the Bears are solid. Then they just work on the defense.
mm-hmm,
And really, all it
for
takes is
sure.
one halfway decent running back that can get you 4 or 5 yards a carry, because that's what matters in the NFL. Then four that works, and a dude that can
Mm-hmm.
catch the ball 7 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Um. Any more Ohio State? Or are we gonna move on to the next New Year's Six game?
I mean, it's
Or-
just not much left but disappointment. I think every Ohio State fan like mentally broke that game down. I don't know. Half of them don't want to hear any more negativity because they're already doing it all themselves, and I don't want to piss off our own fan base. But
Yeah, there's so much we could talk about.
so
It's,
yeah,
it's
and
not even worth
and you
going
know
in
we'll
depth
come back
about.
to it next video. We're always gonna come back. I mean, that's the only game we can come back to until next season. So it'll be
Yeah.
sprinkled in throughout the rest of the off season.
Yeah, yeah.
While we're on the NFL with the Fields, we gotta talk about our Detroit Lions.
Detroit.
Here's what I can't
Go,
get out of
go
my head.
Steelers, man.
What I can't get out of my
Detroit
head
got
is
hoed.
the clip of
They did.
Taylor Decker, right, and the other dude. I think he's like 70 or 77, of them walking up to the ref to tell him that Decker was going to be an eligible receiver on the play, and that dude just walked away.
And then he went and told the defense.
Man,
Yeah,
ran
and-
straight to him. Went and
Yeah.
tattled on him. Man.
And then I
I
find
mean,
out
it still worked out, but I mean,
I find out later that night from Steven that those group of refs were banned from the NFL playoffs.
Yeah. They're I heard they're done.
as they should be.
Dude,
They
because
should
they
get
just
fined.
they just
Man,
hosed the
how-
Lions. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
what did they do about that? Okay, we've come to the conclusion that the Lions got hoed. How do we solve that for the Lions? The Lions
not
just got to
going to.
live with getting hoed. You know what I mean?
Got to
Yeah,
live with
I
not
mean, it's
getting the
like-
second seed.
Because it's
Mhm.
like, does the NFL, like, as of right now, does the NFL even care about them?
Man,
Doesn't seem
no,
like it.
no profession. They don't care about no Detroit professional sports.
It's just, I don't know,
and
dude. It's
real
crazy.
quick, let me just throw this in here real quick. Shout out the Pistons.
Shout out the
Get-
Pistons,
Getting
boy.
off that loser streak. You know what I mean? Forget the Raptors. It's the Pistons. Yeah.
Crazy. Go get your free wings.
Actually, low key, shout out the Raptors for letting us get that dub.
Oh, they let you? That's not a W. Fuck it. It's on the record as a W, though.
Yeah, we'll take it. Look, if I can win by half a point, I will.
My dad was livid about the Lions game. He was like, they just got fucked out of a bye week in a home playoff game. Like, that's so fucking dumb.
Yeah. Can we pull a clip of that?
Yeah, I can try
Of
to.
that full play and let that whole thing unfold to where they threw the flag. That was the first attempt, right?
It took like 30
Yes.
seconds for them to throw a flag. From
Bro,
when, from when they scored, after the celebration, all that shit, then they threw the flag.
that's ridiculous. That's the most Lions thing I've ever seen.
It
bro.
is. You know, what's his name?
Hey.
Jerry Jones. You know he threw a good chunk of cash for the refs.
Jerry, that's why it took so long. Jerry Jones had to make about 3 or 4 extra phone calls that he didn't plan for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to make them extra calls.
He didn't think the Lions were going to get it.
There go the flag.
That's crazy. I actually think money played a good part in that.
It really could. Look, now the conspiracy theorists really got something to run off of.
Yeah. Fucking, that shit's scripted. Lions broke the script. Everything fell apart.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
Lions started
find, like,
winning.
the full fucking play, like, that's unedited.
My dad was so happy. I texted my dad because he's a Cowboys fan. I was like, you guys just got so lucky by the rest. He said, I know.
Man. He knew it,
Super
man.
lucky, dude.
If that happened, like, to the Cowboys, like, if vice versa roles were reversed, I wouldn't be complaining. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, if that shit happened to like Kansas
we
City or
won, we
something,
won.
everybody would be raising hell.
Oh, yeah.
With number 68.
Okay, here we go.
I don't think he does. I think he sees 70 come off the line, off the sideline, follows him all the way in. I'm guessing that Brad Allen, based on his mannerisms, his eyes, where his hat is looking, he never recognized him.
Okay, so Taylor Decker is 68, Dan Skipper is 70. And we just got to look with the line of sight, it's 68, but you're right, 70's coming in. This is something that they can't look at because it appears Allen just got it wrong.
Well, it's not reviewable. What you need to do in that situation. Now we're going to go for 2. Where there's no rush here.
Damn.
Take your time. Make sure that you know
How the fuck
who's
do you confuse
participating.
68
They're
with
going for
70?
2. Will it be a
Bro,
run?
one of
Will it
them's
be a
fully
pass?
fucking
It's
tatted.
the football IQ. Slow everything down. Make sure
Like-
you have
That's the
it
guy from
correct.
Ohio State.
Make sure the defense knows who is eligible and
Okay.
who is not. I think in this case, when you watch Brad and his movements and him focusing on number
Uh-oh.
70,
That's
Right.
insane.
But it would, I mean,
Right
don't
here,
know, I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
it's-
I wanted to
it's
see
loud
that.
and it's
Oh,
fall of
yeah.
war and all that stuff, but I could certainly identify with the anger on the Detroit side. in feeling that their guys had run what he had instructed them to run. It just appears to
He
be
I can only imagine what he was saying.
incredibly
Oh,
difficult pill for them
man.
to swallow, and it's worth
You know,
pointing
shout
out,
out
had it
Dan
counted,
Campbell.
Dallas still would have had
Dude.
20.
I got respect
Yeah.
for Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Shout out Dan Campbell, especially for holding his composure the way he did in that situation. Because boy, I would have been livid.
Hell
They
yeah.
already
Livid.
we already talked about the fact that he played for the Lions, right? When they went 0-16, he was a tight
Yeah.
end. Isn't
Oh,
that
really?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
That is wild.
And then I believe what I was reading after, I believe it said he went to the Dolphins as a defensive coordinator. After they went 0-16, he stopped. He was done right then and there. He quit playing and pursued coaching. Was a Dolphins DC for a little while, and then I believe now he's in. Pretty
Threw
sure
him
that's all he
into
did.
early retirement.
Good for him.
0-6. I mean 0-16, bro. That's 16
Yeah.
games. You don't win one. That. I mean, how do you think the Panthers feel? Them boys are
Okay.
2-13.
What do you think the locker room was like on that 16th last and final L?
They're probably just ready to go.
I'm going back
Ready
to a normal
leave.
job.
9 to 5.
It's a lot of
Arby's.
long faces in that bitch.
Going to Arby's, working, fucking giving roast beef out. That's what I'm doing.
That shit's bad, bro. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man.
tough. Was
That
that
was
also in
awful.
2016? What year was that?
Um,
Oh,
I feel like it was around the 2015 to 2017 years. I feel like it was. Had to be right. I don't think we were that little. I definitely think we were in high school when that shit happened.
I think so, right?
Yeah, I'm about to look it up real quick. I want to
Yeah.
be sure because I don't think we were that little when all of that I went down. No,
like 2009,
2008. Okay, I was wrong.
2008. I was
2008.
close. I was
Damn, bro. I
close.
feel like I still remember it like it was yesterday, and then 2016.
Yeah.
Fucking,
I mean,
you never forget it. You'll never forget it.
never.
Hey, bro, the Browns also did it. Did too.
And look, here we are, both playoff contenders.
Here
Crazy.
we are. You know
Here
what I
we
mean?
are.
That's first world problems. We complaining about not being the 2 seed. We complain about not being the 2 seed right now. You feel me? Just be glad we not 0-16.
That's
There
true.
are some first world
Lions and
problems.
Browns popping off, dude. Honestly, if Lamar
Joe
Jackson doesn't
Flacco.
win MVP, it's got to be Joe, bro. It's got to be Joe Flacco.
It's
bro.
gotta
Joe
be Joe.
knows.
He's absolutely going nuts in Cleveland.
He is going well. All right.
Year
Year
6.
Yeah,
Year
yeah.
six.
Okay.
Another game.
I'm gonna start off the rip. I did not watch Oregon Liberty. I saw a couple clips here and there. I don't think I needed to watch it.
I got you.
I don't think I
didn't
would have
watch it
gained
either.
anything.
I think
from
that's
that.
kind of what we thought would happen, even though Liberty was undefeated. Shout out Liberty for going undefeated, but Oregon
bro.
is it's
Say, shout out for making
it's
it.
levels to it, man. It's levels to this.
That just proves it though. It's all fucked up. It's
Yeah.
all fucked up. Everything is fucked up.
I don't ever want to hear nobody from Liberty talking about we should have made college football playoffs. We was undefeated. Okay, we settled that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
know,
we settled that.
I know we were all really like pushing Florida State shoulda been in there, but whoa, I don't know about that anymore.
I don't think so. I think, look, controversial take. I think Georgia proved they're the number 1 team.
I think Georgia should have been the ones playing Michigan at the very least. After what I saw from Alabama, like it should have been flipped, but then Texas would have been all fucked up, and I don't know.
So
If-
hard.
Fuck Texas, honestly. It should have been Michigan, Georgia, Washington,
And if we went by the
Bama.
books, it should have been
Bama.
yeah, or going by the
Bama
books,
People would
put
have been pissed.
that or Florida State because just the record. Like
Yeah,
at
Florida
the
State.
at the time they should have been the ones going too. But whoa,
Oh,
Man,
Georgia beat the dog
um,
shit out of them.
Did you see Milrose's like final quarterback stats of the game?
Were they bad?
shit?
I think they're like really, really, really bad. And
I wouldn't, dude. Would
they're
surprise
like
me.
really, really horrible. And the Florida State fans are pissed. Like they sat us out because they were scared
Okay,
of bad
well-
quarterback play.
Well, I mean, look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Now it's just kind of
all
like
right, so I mean, they did have like 20 plus kids out.
who, Bama?
FSU.
Oh
I
damn.
mean, not like it's really going to make a difference. I mean, they're playing Georgia. Georgia was playing their 3rd string on them, but like I mean, maybe it would have made a difference if they had those 20 plus starters.
Maybe it wouldn't. It maybe they
Maybe
might
it
have not
wouldn't
won by
have. I don't know.
60.
Yeah, maybe they would have scored more than 3
And
points.
it's crazy too how like they tried to move shit around this year to prevent what Georgia did to TCU in the Natty. And it's funny because they just did it to another team this year. The one thing they tried to prevent, the same team did it again. Not even like the same thing happening. The same fucking team with
Back-to-back
different people still whooped on that ass.
Mhm.
Wow.
I don't know, man. Shit's wild. It's gonna be wild next
Next
year.
year's gonna be way better, yeah. Because I mean, I can already think of 6 teams that are 100% going in the playoffs. I really hope Ohio's one of them, but we both know Michigan's gonna go if they stay at least like
Michigan's gonna go.
they're gonna go because they're gonna have a really nice ranking start next year off.
Yeah, and then they actually have to play people next year, so
That's true.
yep.
It's
Oh,
true.
yeah.
And Texas
Yeah,
doesn't
they,
get to.
they
They
can't
don't.
play a bunch of fucking Division II schools next year.
They don't
They
get to
don't
play
get to
the.
skip their way to the Big Ten
Yeah, they don't
championship
get to
and
play
the Ohio
fucking
State game. You know.
Dude,
East
I wish they would
Carolina
have got
their
to play
first fucking
Texas
game.
twice, but Texas just wrestled.
Yeah, it'll be interesting for sure. Tennessee, shout out the Vols. You know what I
I
mean?
thought it was disrespectful. Vegas had you winning by 4.5. I said, bro, what? No.
Man, we was not gonna give up. What was the final score in that?
Oh, I don't even know.
It's like
I
24
think 28.
to 3.
Oh, they
Yeah.
got a field
Or
goal.
it might have been. I know your guys' QB had like 3 touchdowns on his feet.
Nico, he's a freshman, bro. And our starter Joe Milton opted out, so Nico, that was his first start as well. And he came out and did his thing, man.
went nuts.
I'm real proud of him.
He went
Especially because
crazy.
played good
Iowa's got the
football.
good defense. They have an elite defense. They're just a
Yeah.
terrible fucking off.
Right. They have an NFL ready defense. And for Nico to come out in his first career start in the bowl game and play like that and have 3 tutties and
Is he
use
a
his
5-star?
feet well. Yes.
Okay, he was kind of
He was
playing
a
like one.
5-star.
He was
Yeah,
playing
he's
like one.
playing like yeah. So it's possible that y'all
Tennessee-
5-star, what's his name?
Aaron Nolan.
Aaron
He
Nolan.
could come out balling. You know what I
He
mean? It's
could.
possible. It is
I
possible.
mean, I think
I hope
Tennessee's got a
so.
chance to be a contender again next year if they can evolve off of that kid. Because is Joe
Mhm.
Milton done? Like, did he opt out for the draft, or did he just opt out because he didn't want to play?
Yeah, I think he's going to the draft. He's
Okay.
going to go to the next level.
Ooh, draft's gonna be different next year. There's gonna be a lot of young quarterbacks that there's gonna be a lot of QBs that people don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they were saying mid-season they were like draft talk, mock draft. They had Michael Penix like second, third round. Like
That's
mid-season.
crazy because there's a lot of QBs
Not
in the first
anymore.
round he should go over.
Yeah, he should definitely go in the first
That's
round.
an
I
NFL
believe.
quarterback because that dude can throw. He can throw.
He can throw.
And there's a lot of NFL plays that are like, quick little 10, 15, and there's a lot of boys that are 30, 40 yards, and it's got to be accurate, and that boy does that.
Mhm.
He is dead accurate.
Yeah, and
And-
shout out Michael Porter Jr. In his post game interview, shouting out all his folks back home, saying free the gang out the jails and all that. Yeah, man. Shout out Michael Penix for that. Keeping it real.
That's funny. Oh, yeah, he went nuts, bro. He should definitely go first round.
Yeah. Was
It's-
that all the New Year's Six games? Was there any more? Tennessee,
Michigan, Alabama.
Liberty,
Michigan,
Michigan.
Alabama. Who
Yeah, we
else
didn't
played?
really-
I think there was somebody else that played. No, that was it. I'm trying to-
LSU played, I believe.
yeah, they played Wisconsin.
And they were
I
kind of
heard that was a
Wisconsin.
good game.
Wisconsin
Ooh.
was kind of whooping their ass for a little while.
Yeah, and LSU came back. Did LSU win?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
LSU
think
was
so.
getting stomped.
Yeah, they were
a
losing
little bit.
14-0 at one point. That's terrible.
Terrible. We can't really talk about
No,
terrible.
we can't. But
yeah.
you ask an LSU
Right.
fan, they're gonna tell you that's terrible.
Yeah.
They
At
would,
least they won.
SEC teams would laugh at a school like Wisconsin, bro.
They laughed at us.
Well, now they are for sure. We got our ass whooped by Mizzou, which is crazy, bro.
Yeah. Our only 2
Man.
losses by some Block M schools.
Tough.
That is tough.
Here's a hot one real quick. Do you think it's finally Ryan Day's time to go?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Give him another year.
One more year
We'll give him one more year.
of like. And what are you looking for in the 1 year? Are you looking for
I'm looking for a fucking contender type season.
like what are you?
This is okay. This is what I would say. I'm looking for the games that need to be competitive for those games to stay competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When it comes rival week for y'all and that game becomes no longer competitive anymore, he's got to go. When y'all play these bowl games and and have a healthy team, you know what I mean? And not just some fucked up quarterback situation. And that's still a game, you know what I mean? Keep Ryan Day around. But until y'all, you know what I mean? It's like a blowout. I don't know. You know what I
Games
mean?
where if we had the squad we had last year, they would have been blowout games. I don't know. There's just something about this offense this year that just wasn't clicking. I don't know if it was Kyle McCord. I don't know if it was the offensive line, play call.
Yeah.
I think
I mean,
just
yeah,
at the end
I'm
of the day,
gonna-
I'm saying if just win the ones you need to.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
for
there
sure.
was
You're
a
supposed
huge
to.
issue of never having full trust in the quarterback all year long.
Yeah, I mean that plays a big part in it too. But I don't know. There's a lot of factors that came into it.
Because I wonder how many of them knew Kyle was leaving before he's.
Probably
Like
quite a bit.
how many of those kids actually knew? Like, yeah, he's leaving soon. As soon as he can, he's gone. Because I'm sure that hurts the morale of the team. Got to. Of
Oh yeah. I mean, like, all right, let's really look at the whole season, right? Marvin Harrison Jr. balled out.
course.
Where he balled out last year, he balled out this
with
year.
the tools he had, yeah.
Yeah,
Nuts.
but Kyle McCord only had eyes for him and Cade Stover. Rarely threw to Ibuka, rarely threw to Fleming, rarely threw to pretty much anybody else. Maybe a check down to Henderson, my fault. But other than that, it was fucking
And Ibuka is
Harrison
a
or
receiver
Stover.
that 100% needs to be.
Dude, yeah, they were trying to utilize
That dude
him
is a very
in
much
the bowl
first
game.
round worthy receiver.
Oh, definitely. And so was Fleming. I think Fleming would have went well, not first round, but I think Fleming would have went like second round
Yeah, he's
if he
got
got the ball more. He's
it.
shifty.
Yeah, his spot would have changed if he was able to get the ball.
Yeah, I think we could have just utilized wide receivers a little bit more. I think we need a new offensive line coach because that offensive line looks like garbage all
Yeah, that
year,
shit was scary, bro.
all fucking year.
They were letting
dude.
that
It's
little
just
boy
looked
get
like garbage.
smacked around. Felt so bad for him. I was
It's
like, okay,
horrible, horrible.
that was disrespectful.
But I'm just hoping next year's a little bit different. I hope spring training comes around and they really get shit together and figure out who's going to be QB1, figure out our wide receiver situation. I seen Steel Chambers on the defense is leaving.
Steel Chambers is leaving.
Yeah, so that's going to be a
I
big
did
one.
see- I had a.
So our defense is going to have to lock up too.
I feel like I had an interesting question. I mean, obviously, none of us really watched the Oregon game, but that was Bo Nix' last game. Obviously, he's gonna enter the draft. Where's he going? What's a prediction for Bo Nix? Because he did ball out.
He did.
He's going first round, I believe. Does anybody not believe that?
I can
No,
see
I believe
it.
that.
Maybe not in
Okay.
like the first 10, depending on which teams need what when that time comes. But I definitely see Bo Nix going first. I feel like he's a good weapon. I feel like he'll be good in the NFL.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. What teams in the league right now need a quarterback?
Carolina.
You want him to drop Bryce Young immediately?
Dude,
That
fucking
quick?
put that boy in McDonald's. He needs to work a 9
He
to
is.
5.
Yeah, he is trash.
He's fucking garbage.
trash.
He's not an NFL quarterback.
The best comparison is going to be that the Texans were worse than the Panthers were last season. Texans were, they were not as good as the Panthers were last season. The Panthers still suck, but the Texans were worse. But now look at the Texans.
Yeah.
Panthers, who the last time I checked, unless they have played again, are 2-14. I'm not sure. But I mean, there's a good comparable difference on. Yeah, he is bad. I don't know how bad Carolina is as a whole, but he's not helping whatsoever.
Oh, I mean, the Steelers need a fucking quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Mitch Trubisky or Mason Rudolph playing again.
They still dealing around with those fuckers?
Yes, dude.
The Vikings need a quarterback. Tell
Yeah, the
Kirk can come
Steelers-
back. Vikings need a QB.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was just thinking. I just had another good one in my head.
Atlanta.
Yeah, they could use one. I think the Giants could use one. I think there's way too much indecisive at the Giants. Like, where the fuck's DeVito at? Is he already gone?
Yeah, I think Cutlets is
He
done.
got benched.
Because someone else
Marshall-
played in the game last weekend.
Man, I think he got benched. It was like Christmas Day or something.
What a present.
Merry Christmas.
What a present.
And they had like a whole special on him. I felt bad too because I was watching before the game. It
Was
was
he-
like
I
the
don't think he was
DeVito
that bad.
interview.
He was bad enough to get benched for somebody. I don't know. I think
I
the
don't
Giants
know.
still fucking lost pretty sure with the new guy, so they could use a QB.
The
But-
Jets.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, they need a
Yeah,
quarterback.
the Jets need a quarterback.
Yeah.
Unless Rodgers is coming back
I
next
mean,
year.
he's definitely coming back, but you can't put all that pressure on him to like if something happens that they're just fucked.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
coming back.
Yeah.
definitely seems like it.
Rodgers was trying to play before this year was over. Outlandish.
He's gonna be taking mushrooms all off season, getting ready.
He about to do another ayahuasca trip. Watch. He need to sit his ass down. He's too
The
old.
shadow people are coming after him.
They said Brady was too old. I was saying Brady was too old, but he did it.
He sure did.
And at the end of the day,
You're one
like
down there.
you replace their QB with Rodgers, dude, the Jets are a great team.
Yeah.
They're
I mean, they got
definitely
good. They got good wide receivers.
Bro,
Before
their
Rodgers-
roster was stocked.
yes. Sauce Gardner, Garrett Wilson, Delvin Cook, Brees Hall was supposed to be with Aaron Rodgers. Bro, that offense is crazy off the rip.
And then you
Before-
stick him with fucking what's his dumbass?
Zach Wilson.
Zach
Zach
Wilson.
Yeah, dude. I mean, when that draft was happening and those trades were going on last year at the start of the season, everybody was like, "Yep, Jets going to the playoff. Jets might hit the Super Bowl."
That's what people were saying, bro, because that roster was just so.
And there was no
cracked.
reason for him not to. Before he got
Yeah.
hurt, there was no reason for him not to, bro.
That's a good point.
Aaron Rodgers to Garrett Wilson would have been fucking crazy. Cause he had another 1,000-yard season. He's proven himself. He can hang and be there, even with a bad quarterback.
Just that good.
You get a receiver that good that can throw the ball to him.
Hey, do y'all want to do championship predictions? And when is that game?
Next
Uh,
Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Next Monday.
Okay, bet. What are y'all thinking
Michael Penix
about the
MVP.
matchup?
Win or
Okay.
loss, Michael Penix MVP.
Okay.
I think
All right.
Blake Corum could go off, but I think Michael Penix will just do better. I
Hey,
think he.
what was you telling me earlier on the game about how they were saying Blake Corum had the best running back?
Yes, they said Blake Corum had the best running back game against Alabama in a college football playoff game in history. I was sitting there like, bro. Now hold on, before we get too crazy, I don't want to misquote anything, but I believe they said the yards were 89, 2 touchdowns if you count the overtime one, right? Or no, that was somebody else. Maybe 1 touchdown. It was either 1 or 2 tutties and 19 carries. And if we run that back, Zeke had like 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 20 carries. So 1 more carry, almost 200 more yards.
Yeah, no, everybody
That's
knows Zeke was
insane.
eating.
Yeah, no,
Zeke was eating
everybody,
like a mug.
yes, everybody knows the
was.
shit he was doing. That I don't know. It's
That's crazy for them to say that. Who said that?
dude, just some dude on Twitter with a blue check mark and a yellow M
Some
in his name.
dude
Some
on
fucking,
Twitter.
you know how it goes, bro.
Yeah, I know how it goes.
Outlandish.
Oh, we got a special guest.
Yeah, this is a special guest. Say what up, man.
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. Yeah,
they're-
that's crazy.
they're
That's
bullshitting
crazy
for
for him to
thinking
say that. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of Ohio people are instantly retweeting that bit, the stats from Zeke. That kind of made me mad.
Yeah.
Like, not even mad. I was just like, bro, like, what am I reading?
But before we get into the championship shit, we still haven't heard anything from Marv.
Dude, we haven't heard anything from any of our players.
No, we really haven't.
I was
'cause,
breaking
who is
that-
it? Tommy Eichenberg, Jack Sawyer, JT Tuamalilau, or
And
whoever
they
you
all
say his
said they're
name.
like leaning, right? They're very much considering coming back, but it hasn't been fully, like, they haven't said it 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's
And
dangerous.
then coming off that loss from Missouri, they were saying that we don't want to end our Ohio State career like that.
I wouldn't want to either, bro. That's
I wouldn't
terrible.
want to. That was an embarrassing loss.
I just don't know. I just want to know what Marv's doing, man. That time is coming up.
All right, I'm back. Locked in, boys.
All right.
How much more time is there to declare for the draft? You have
That's
all
a
the
good
way up
question.
until the draft is starting. There's got to be a time. There's got to be a time frame cutoff. There has to be. Like, there's no way you can enter a draft the week before it's happening.
No, because that would fuck everything up if you
Yeah,
did
and there's
that.
not enough time for any team to like evaluate.
Yeah. There's got to be a cutoff, especially for those really top guys. They're gonna need to know quicker. You know what I mean? Now, like most of the guys or most of the people who enter their draft, that might be like a little weak decision or something like that. But they wouldn't let the top people do that. You know what I mean? Like there's
So
got to be some sort
Yeah,
of
he's
cutoff.
got to announce
Marvin
it.
Harrison knows what he wants to do. He's just not telling anybody.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, he probably knew halfway through the season.
He probably knew after they played Michigan, huh?
Yeah.
He knew. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he does want to beat Michigan. He wants to play in the Big Ten title, but we'll see. Money
Yeah, it's
talks
gonna
for
be
sure.
nuts.
Yeah.
All right,
Money
back
talks.
to championship talk. As much as I hate to say this, I think Michigan's going to win their natty.
I do
Okay.
too.
I think
Okay.
Michigan's going to win their natty. Finally.
Nice.
Do you think it's by Michigan's defense stopping Washington, or do you think
Oh,
Michigan's going to have
fuck
to,
yeah,
or do
dude.
you
That
think
pass
Michigan
rush is
has to, or do
insane.
you think Michigan has to outscore Washington?
No, their defense is going to shut them down. As much as I hate to say all this, that defense is going to shut Washington down. I could be wrong, but that pass rush is insane, dude.
Yeah, no, that pass rush was looking great. No
That was
kizzy.
insane. They had 5 sacks in the first half. Or it might have been a quarter. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was either the half or the quarter. They had 5 sacks.
Okay, they made Alabama look very weak.
They made them look like a fucking not a top 10 team, not even a top 5 team.
Yeah. Who'd you say, Damian? Who you think was gonna win
MVP for the Natty
the game?
game. I mean, tough. If Washington can get past Michigan's defense, right, with them long ass passes, I think they can win by a higher score. But I don't think their defense is gonna be able to stop Michigan for shit, really. So they have no choice but to outscore. It's gonna be like
Yeah, but
Ohio State a
that's
couple years ago, where we just won because we could just score way more points.
that's where Michigan fails, is those deep balls.
Yeah, they get exposed. I mean,
No.
that started
It's
against
gonna be
Maryland.
it's gonna be a good game,
It's
bro.
gonna be a great game.
Maryland was the
For
first
sure.
team where they got exposed for a mobile quarterback and the deep balls.
Jalen Milroe was supposed to be mobile, and he was not mobile.
No, he was still scrambling, but he should have been able just to throw that bitch, and they should just been catching him.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Milroe didn't look too good, and I think it's largely part of that defense. You know
What do you
I mean?
think would have
They
happened
did
in
their
that
thing.
game if that interception stood on the first play?
That momentum would have been gone.
Oh man,
That
I
momentum
saw
would
that
have been
happen. I was
gone.
like, "There's 7 seconds left. There's 14
Do you
minutes."
think
and
Alabama would have started rolling off that? Just stood?
Yeah. I
maybe,
think that,
bro.
that defense would have came right back out and just fucking let them have it.
If they would have got a quick 7 off of that,
In like less than 30 seconds, more than likely.
Yep.
that would have been huge momentum. Huge momentum. But for the championship game, I think if I had to pick a winner, if I was a betting man, you know, I would say Michigan might go ahead and get this one. It's a lot of people rolling behind Michigan. They're fighting for a lot. They didn't come across allegations. Their coach didn't got suspended. These boys is playing for a lot. For all the naysayers who are saying this and that, you know what I mean? Michigan can't do this,
naysayers.
whatever.
Let the naysayer, let a naysayer know.
Oh, man. Let the naysayers
Jalen
know.
Milroe popped out in a shirt that was that. It was the
Leg.
Alabama A. Yeah.
Yeah, the naysayers. But yeah, I think Michigan's got a good chance to go ahead and bring this one back to Michigan. And back to the Big Ten as well. I think it'll
Yep.
be a good look for the Big Ten, you know what I mean?
It will be. And
Mhm.
you know, Damien, I don't know if you were on the podcast yet, Don, but we were talking. Me and Damien were talking about Michigan, and I said it could be a Cinderella story. If it was a script, right? Because we haven't heard anything about any of these allegations getting pursued or nothing. Maybe this whole thing's just a script, and it's just a big Cinderella story for Michigan.
Man,
We-
it could
yeah.
be.
I think
Yeah.
that the allegations
knows?
were a week out by then. It was like maybe at the 2 weeks at the most, those things were around, and we had already discussed like, what if this is all just supposed to be happening?
Part of a big script.
And
Big script,
that's when
Cinderella
we
story.
started diving into like how much money is involved in this stuff now.
Yeah, because
It's
who
way
the fuck
different.
runs a quarterback draw on 4th and goal with the game on the line?
People
That's-
were sick.
With the shitty snap.
There's no way Nick Saban called a fucking quarterback draw on 4th and goal at like the 8-yard line. There's just no way. You don't do that.
What if he
Especially-
called something else and Milroe was just like, you know, man, fuck this guy. Watch this.
Watch
And
this.
didn't get it.
And then proceeded to slam his helmet into the ground. I'd be
Yeah,
mad at
dude.
myself too.
Bro.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't know. Here's what I'm looking at with the Natty. I believe that Michigan probably will win the game. However, every time I've counted Washington out throughout this entire season, they proceeded to win their game and just keep going.
Yeah.
And
Like
Michael-
that
True.
second game against Oregon.
And Michael Penix continued to show that he is, at least in my eyes, he's that QB in this class.
He is him.
Yeah.
I don't.
He's
Pretty
him.
good,
I
man.
know JJ's got the spotlight on him, because of the whole everything that's going on in Michigan and beating Ohio State 3 times, going to the Natty now. I don't think he's a better QB than Penix, though. I don't think anyone's a better QB than Penix.
He definitely doesn't have
JJ's
the
playing
stats
some
to
good
prove it.
ball.
He is.
JJ's playing some good ball, but
He
I
is,
don't know if
but-
he's playing Michael Penix Jr.
Right,
level
because there's
ball.
the difference between like balling out in college and balling out in college with traits that are NFL ready.
Yeah,
And Penix is he's NFL ready. He's gonna
He's
do
good,
well.
man.
I can see that. You know who pisses me off?
Hmm.
Roman Wilson. That motherfucker is the biggest internet troll I have ever seen in my life. When they beat Ohio State, he put a picture on Instagram. The caption just said Lou Holtz. That's all it said. And then, like, not even an hour after they got done with their little playoff game, he's on fucking TikTok. Like 3 of them rolled on my For You page. Dude,
Yeah,
yeah,
he is one
I
of those
seen
guys.
those. I saw people
he is one of those
reposting that.
guys.
There's always gonna be that guy. Every team's gonna have that one dude.
He doesn't even ball out either like that. He'll get
Dude,
like
no.
one touchdown a game and talk
That made
mad
me.
shit.
Yeah, I'm still mad at him for the Iowa game. I was 13. Bro,
Man,
you were supposed to have at least 40 and a tutty. Like, I can't believe this. As an Ohio State man, betting on Michigan players to do well and you underperform, bro. I'm sick about it. Yeah, I was super pissed, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
it is
not
what
like
it
he's
is.
gonna go in the first round. It's not.
Oh, absolutely not. That's an XFL wide receiver right there.
hey, you
That's
see
it.
in the after game press conference they asked Harbaugh about his future and stuff at Michigan and where's
did
he
not see that.
headed.
You have to fill me
Yeah,
in.
they asked him about that, and he was like, his response was, "The only thing I'm worried about is the celebration, this plane ride back to Ann Arbor, Michigan." And then they all just started cheering or whatever. But one, I don't know why the fuck they asked him that after they won the first playoff game. If they win the Natty, now let's get to asking the head coach that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there's a lot that revolves around that.
yeah,
Will Michigan perform this well next year when all these other teams join and when they lose multiple, like a lot of players, multiple players, they're gonna lose a lot. JJ still hasn't said if he's coming
Next year's
back.
gonna be different.
I feel like there's a lot that lies on this national game to decide how many kids come back or not.
Oh, there definitely is.
Because dude,
Mhm.
if they all leave, they're in the same shitty spot we were in this year, and a little bit of last year. We just have all these fresh people that they just need time to build. I don't know. I know it's not too
Yeah.
much of an excuse to play as bad as they did with the caliber of the school and all, but it does affect a lot not having any veterans on the team.
Y'all heard the rumor about Harbaugh to what team they're talking about? The Chargers.
Yeah, I could see it. I mean, he's been in the NFL once, so why not go back? He made it to the Super Bowl at the Niners. He's a great coach.
Yeah. Might as well go back. I mean, the money's
Look,
probably
look,
good.
He might be. Oh no. I might not even say that because
Say
if he gets a Super Bowl and then drops down to college football, gets a championship, and then goes back to the pros and gets a Super Bowl.
All right, that's not happening with the Chargers, bro. Yeah, we gotta think right now. The Chargers are
It's all
nowhere
scripted.
close.
It's all scripted, bro. They might get it. They might
See,
get a
it's
Super
part
Bowl.
of Cinderella. You know what I mean?
Chargers are
First
nowhere near close to breaking the window on the playoffs. Them boys not even cracking the glass. They're not even looking in, dude. The
Nah.
blinds are closed for the playoffs with them.
They
boys.
need help.
They do need some help.
You
They
got
need a lot
any?
of help.
Does anyone have an early Super Bowl winner prediction?
The Ravens.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
Detroit Lions.
I would love nothing more, but the Ravens are disgusting.
The Ravens are disgusting. You
And for
guys heard the conspiracy theory about the Super Bowl predictions?
Yeah, with the colors and the
With the color.
Because last year it was the Chiefs and Eagles, correct? And the
Yep.
the colors were a dark green and a bright red. The year before that, they
The
were
colors. What colors?
So on the Super Bowl logo, they always fill in the logo with two colors. And last year, right, it was dark greenish and a bright red. And who was at the Super Bowl? The Eagles and the Chiefs. Hold on. The year before that, it was yellow and orange. And who went? The Rams and the Bengals. This year, it's purple and red. And who are those? The two teams in those colors doing the best? The Niners and the Ravens.
It's all a script, bro.
It's like people have been talking
I'm
about
sorry
that
to break your hearts, but this year it's not gonna happen because the Detroit Lions gonna be in the Super Bowl, baby.
The refs are about to fuck him over again.
Of course.
That's crazy. Is that logo already out? They already
Yeah.
got the logos out.
Yeah.
and shit?
Yeah.
It's already out.
Dang.
It's been out for a while.
Okay.
And that's when-
Let's see if they
and that-
tell on themselves again.
I mean, they don't fucking care, dude. We can't do nothing about it.
Yeah. they
Yeah,
really
what are
don't
we
care.
gonna
I
do
seen
about it?
I seen a
We can't do
crazy
shit.
post the other not too long, like maybe last week. It was like my last day at the lab. I saw this post. So like Fox Sports, right? ESPN and another maybe CBS Sports, another sports network, right? And a couple other companies had paid the NFL over like, dude, I don't know. It was either 103 million. It was some. It was higher than a whole country on like around Saudi Arabia maybe. There was a country over there where the NFL had made more money than that entire country's GPD
Mm.
just off those like 5-6 companies paying them the NFL.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot of money going.
I definitely
want to
say it was in the
here, man.
billions though. But like that's fucking insane.
Had to be Iraq.
I don't remember what it was, but it was crazy.
Definitely.
But yeah, dude, the Ravens are a problem because everybody knows that the Dolphins are nice, right? Everybody knows the Dolphins are a good team.
But they're fraud. They're on fraud alert every week.
I know. Well, apparently, Alexis actually told me
True.
about this. You know, since
I
her
mean, I'm on
newly
it.
becoming a
Eagles.
Dolphins fan and all. She told me that the Dolphins always lose most of their away games, right? But apparently, the way the Dolphins stadium is constructed, the new one, it does something with the sun that like affects the away team when they're on that side of the field, and like they always stomp at home, but always get
It
smoked
cooks
in a
'em.
way.
It cooks the visiting sideline. The Miami Sun literally fucking cooks the players over there, just standing there baking in the hot ass sun. It's Hard Rock Stadium, man. Yeah,
That's like
it blazes
that's
the
honestly
visiting
like,
sideline.
bro, that's just some W architecture though.
It
Like-
is. It really is.
Yeah,
200 IQ play when building the stadium. This guy was like, I'm
'Cause
gonna decide to
look,
be a dick today.
yeah. Early September, whenever the season starts, I don't want to be caught in 110 degrees, fully suited up. Oh man, I'll pass out. You know
Just
how
standing there?
hydrated you got to be to go play against Miami in Miami?
Or you're probably gonna be hella hydrated to
Hydrated.
just stand there. It's like a second string. If you're gonna stand there for 60
Yeah.
minutes, you better be ready.
You
I
gotta be
guarantee
hydrated
the
to be a
fans
fan.
better be hydrated.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
people falling out in the stands and shit. They better pregame with some water and some electrolytes.
Dude, you know they're getting fucking crazy in Miami. There's barely
Oh,
any
yeah.
water flowing through the systems in Miami.
Then they're hitting the clubs after, just hot as fuck,
They came
dehydrated.
from the club to the game, right back to the club.
And you see
Yeah.
how that affects the recruiting portal in college football for the University of Miami.
They took 2 of
Yeah.
our players.
Same shit. People love it. People love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, so but obviously, the Raven, like, not even just beating the Dolphins, but stomping the Dolphins.
That was bad. That was embarrassing. Supposed to be such a
Lamar-
good team.
Lamar more than likely win the MVP. I believe he's the only player with minus odds to bet on. for MVP.
Really?
Lamar-
Yeah.
I think
He's
so.
the
Lamar's just
MVP,
goated.
bro. He the MVP. I swear. MVP that man. Because after
Dude,
his
he's good.
post game interview, they said, Lamar, how locked in are you? He goes, yeah, I'm locked in, and just looked at him. That was his response.
Well, I seen
Huh?
I seen
Yeah,
a
don't
post.
ask that man if he locked in again. He's locked.
I saw a
bro.
post not too long ago on that boy TB12's Instagram story, and it was a picture of like I think it was him and Lamar Jackson, and it was like you're next, and it just had a red heart, and that was it.
Man,
Tom knows. Tom knows the script.
he knows the script.
yeah,
He helping write it
does.
now, bro.
he
Yeah.
probably is.
Uh-huh.
But no, it's just gonna be. I mean, it's just gonna be another ring for John Harbaugh, dude. 'Cause
Guy's
he already has a
legend.
ring, doesn't he? At least
Ooh.
one. Gotta have at least one. He's been to the
I
playoffs
think he
11
does.
times.
Does he?
Got
When was
to,
the last
yeah.
time they're? No,
Oh,
yeah, because the
yeah.
Ravens beat the Steelers, didn't they?
I thought he
Yeah,
beat.
Ray Lewis got one. Was
Did
it that year?
Did he beat his brother too in a Super Bowl when he was the Niners coach? I've always thought that was true, and I could just be gaslighting everybody all the
No,
time.
I think they went off against each other in the Super Bowl one year, didn't they?
I thought they did. And there's another set of brothers that also went off on each other in the Super Bowl, wasn't there? Like not too long ago? 10,
Or
15?
was this all a big fever dream that we had?
I don't know. It would make sense though.
I think that happened. It's Googleable. I mean, shit.
Googleable.
Google
Google it.
it.
It's Googleable. Damn near everything
I'm gonna look
Googleable
this
now.
up real quick.
Yep, it sure is.
Yeah, I do want to say I think they did face off.
Can't type.
Man,
I know. I'm so sorry.
Well, shit, football's coming to an end pretty soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to hop on the NBA wave.
I don't, dude. I
I'm
don't.
ready
It
for it.
was
Shout out
okay.
to
Yeah, it was in 2011. 2011.
Okay, so
They-
that did happen. Okay.
They nicknamed it the Bro Bowl, the Har Bowl, and the Super Bowl.
The
That's
Super Bowl-
stupid.
Super Bowl. Come on now. And who won that? Who won that?
Pretty sure the Ravens won that.
Okay, so that must have been what I was thinking.
The Ravens defeated the Niners by a
There you
score
go.
of 34-31,
Mm-hmm.
handing the 49ers their first Super Bowl loss in franchise history.
Yikes!
Damn.
Not a good look for Jimmy.
No, I mean, because right now he's got no rings,
No rings.
no rings, bro. On either
Zero.
side of the ball, college or pro, no rings. He's a ring, bro.
Finally
Can't-
got some
you-
roses. He
you
finally
can't-
got some roses.
He can't end his career with no rings. He's just been a coach for too damn long.
Bad
Man.
look on him.
You know, I might really feel for these Michigan fans if they don't win this, man.
I'm
Would I feel for
trolling.
them?
I am trolling
Would I
online.
feel for them though?
I don't know.
They be kind of
They're extra, bro. They are extra.
I did see the
Mhm.
clip of that kid trying to kick the Alabama player when he like fell on top of him.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. They were like running. I don't know. They both fell down, and the Alabama player like fell on top of him. And as he get up, he tried to like kick his back leg out like a dog and hit him with it. I was like, bro,
wow, on some Grayson Allen type shit.
For real. Yeah, I'm posting the picture of Urban Meyer standing next to Ezekiel Elliott and Joey Bosa holding up the fucking trophy if they lose. I'm trolling.
Toxic.
I'm going.
You're toxic.
I am toxic, and I'm
You're
letting them know. So I've been getting shit talked by everybody these past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Slush was trying to
I
get
bet.
me the other night. You were there. It's in the party when he was trying to get me. Cause he
With
messaged
what?
me and was like, "Go blue?"
Yeah,
Question mark.
antagonizing. You know he was.
He messaged me and said, "Go blue?" Question mark. And I said, "Never." I don't
Hey,
remember what I
Mike,
said.
you want to get him back on here?
Who?
Caleb, the last
Oh,
Michigan fan
yeah.
that we
Let's
had.
get Caleb back on here next
You want to
time.
get him? Okay.
Yep.
I don't remember. I just
Let's
said
get him back on here.
I just said never. I might have said it's always fuck Michigan or something about the national game. And
Dude,
he
we
was,
need to have before this national game. We need to have one big ass podcast and just get
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
bunch of people
I'm
on there.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
we need to
get
get
some
a whole
Michigan
bunch of
fans in. We can get some people in right before the national championship. We can do a big podcast.
I'm
We need to
down.
do one big one for
Yeah.
the last college football game.
I
That'd
don't
be
remember what I
dope.
said, but it was nothing crazy. It was nothing crazy. And he came back and he was like, "When's the last time Ohio State beat Bama?" And I was like, "When they won the Natty." And he was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot about that." I was like, "Bro, you're just trying to get me."
That's
Like
funny.
just saying, like, man.
The only thing I remember because he called you and was antagonizing. I was like, just tell him I understand it's all new to him. So there's a fresh feeling going on in the state of Michigan. And I respect it, dude. I'm sure they feel great. I would too if I was a Michigan fan. I would feel
Uh-huh.
fantastic. I
Yeah,
don't
do
feel
we want to
fantastic.
do a little troll segment where y'all can just talk to the trolls real quick? You know what I mean?
I'm
What
down.
up- well, okay, go ahead. What you got to say to the Michigan trolls and all the trolls in general who are
Like
trolling you about Ohio
realistically
State?
speaking, I feel like all I can say is enjoy it while it lasts. Because if it happened to us, it can happen to them. If we can have
Yeah.
that type of fallout, anybody can have that fallout. I mean, and we've seen it with Clemson. We definitely saw it with Bama the past couple years, regardless of them going to this Rose Bowl and still having winning seasons. Everyone's seen their fall off. Georgia replaced them. Right now, Michigan's kind of replacing us. Like, if it can happen to those two teams, it can happen to anybody. And it all
Oh, yeah.
starts. It all starts with who's leaving and when. And now the new scheduling. So I don't know. Just enjoy it while it lasts. Don't get too ahead.
Man.
If
Yeah,
they
definitely enjoy it while it lasts, because man, the Big Ten gonna be tough next year as well.
Yeah,
with them
it is.
four,
if they're
addition of them
I don't,
4
if they
hours.
win this natty, it can't go to their head because the only teams they try to beef with are teams that got multiple net. So it's
Not lying.
because they're trying to get crazy with Bama. It's like, bro, you can't even talk to them. Nobody
Yeah.
can talk to Bama. No, at least while Nick Saban is still there, nobody can talk about it.
You can never count Saban out. He just fucked up on that last play.
He's him. He probably went back with his whole head was red.
Oh yeah, his blood pressure was like unhealthy.
They had to
know it
rush
was.
his ass to the hospital. He was about to Ooh.
Get
He
that
was
man
pissed.
some blood thinners or something.
Yeah, he definitely needed some medication. I would too if I was him. Yeah, for the trolls, I don't know. It's still fuck
I just want
Michigan,
to
but
say,
soak it in.
I apologize for saying Bama was going to whoop y'all's ass, but you still got one more game.
And we hope
And
you lose.
Like Damian said, I hope you guys lose. But I got you guys winning just because the defense is crazy. But
Team is better than
enjoy
we
it
want
while
them to be.
enjoy it while it lasts, because you guys are definitely going to have to play some actual teams next year.
There you go. Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada boom, bada bing.
All right, solid little 50 minutes,
Bing.
boys.
All
Today
right.
is Tuesday. Those will go up tomorrow, Wednesday morning.
You're
On Thursday, I have to work 1 to 5, so I will still be here for that night podcast.
That's
and
cool.
we'll just pretty much dive. We'll dive just straight into the natty. We can do that for the whole thing if we want. Pull up stats. We can get people on here. We'll just have a big episode on the natty. It's definitely I mean, Michigan and Washington, bro. That's definitely a game that needs its own video because I never would have
Mhm.
predicted that shit ever.
nope.
Yeah, what a matchup. It's so interesting. Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
All right. Any last words, boys?
Yeah. Make sure y'all like, subscribe,
Yes,
all that
sir.
little corny
Gots
shit.
to.
Make sure
Gots
y'all
to.
run it up. Run
Gotta
it
throw
up.
it out. Drop a like, subscribe if you're fucking with
Yes,
us.
sir. Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Be smooth. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning and Friday morning. Peace.
Peace.